Good, y'all. Quick message for you real quick before I start my day. Sometimes people just need you to sit with them while they're sitting in their truth. Sometimes it's not always about giving advice. There's times where I pulled up on people, they asked me to pull up on them and, chill with them and stuff like that. They're going through something, they might be in their head. I don't immediately start talking to them or giving them advice. There's times where I done pulled up on people and all we did was sat there in silence. But it was my energy, and they just needed to sit in their truth. They was going through some things, having their thoughts or whatever. They just needed somebody to sit there with them. And I understand that. Now, I don't encourage anyone to do it if you feel like you're not at the capacity to handle that, because that's an energetic exchange. You feel me? To allow someone to just pour on you their problems and stuff like that, you got to be at the capacity to be able to handle that shit, because it can be a lot at times. But sometimes people don't want to hear advice. They just, trying to clear their head and just sit with them. It's not always about talking and, trying to get to the point about things. Like, just sit here with me. Can you sit here with me? And sometimes that's what people want you to do. Now, if they sit there and look at you and be like, and they're asking, they're talking to you and they're asking for you to say something, then that's different. But sometimes people can be in their head so much about the things that they're going through in life that, they just want to chill out. Like they're trying to figure out how to turn the noise off in their head. You see what I'm saying? And sometimes, your energy can help them turn it off just a little bit. They don't need to hear you talking. They don't need to hear no advice or hear no preaching or none of that shit. Like, just sit there with them while they sit in their truth. Because sometimes people feel like there has to be a conversation. It don't always have to be a conversation. Sometimes your good energy is enough. Like I said, if you're able to give it. If you feel like you're not at that capacity, then don't do that. You know what I'm saying? But for the most point, people just want you to sit with them. They just want some company. That's all.